What is up, guys? Rainy Shadows here, giving you guys another Battlefield 3 gameplay, and as usual I'm on my YouTube grind trying to give you guys the best commentary and gameplay that I can. But today I just wanted to talk a little bit about some random thoughts that have been going through my mind, and hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys disagree with anything that I have said, just keep it real PG and you guys can put it down in the comment section and let me know. But anyway, my random thoughts takes me to a few videos that I've been watching here on YouTube, and it had to do, well, the first random thought that came to me had to do with the way how people commentate in a different commentary style. And the thing that jumps out to me has to do with language and what persons say when sometimes they're upset, even sometimes they're not. If you guys don't know, realize what I'm talking about, it has to do with profanity and how people express themselves. Now, everybody has the right to express themselves in whatever way they want, especially if you're living in a country that allows you to exercise free will to the extent that you want to exercise it without breaking the law. It really suck if you're in a country that you can't really express yourself, but expression is a big thing, and free will is one of the greatest things that humans have. And it's hard to take away someone's free will unless you're dealing with some dictatorship type thing. But of course, everybody has their own free way and free will of speech to say what they want to say when they want to say it and in whatever tone they want to say it in. But I just found it interesting that I was looking at an interview with a commentator who does a lot of gameplays as well, and he was doing well. He is doing very well on YouTube, a lot of subscribers and a lot of views. And the interviewer basically asked him, what are some of the things that have contributed to you being so great in what you do? And he thought about it for a second, and then he said that one thing that he really enjoyed was that somebody came to him and said to him that, you know, I'm really happy that you release videos, and I'm very comfortable with my kids watching your videos, and that's because you do not use any profanity, or if you're touching on mature issues, you try to water it down where it doesn't become too graphic for the younger listeners or the younger audience that he's addressing. And I thought about that and end up watching some other videos after that, and many persons just tend to curse here and there, all over the place, all over the video, for sometimes no apparent reason. They just curse. And for me, you guys will realize I don't curse. That's just not something I do, and I won't necessarily knock somebody because they use profanity in their videos. I mean, as I said before on the outset, everybody has their own free will, but sometimes I think with free will we have to think of responsibility, and some persons will throw their hands up and say, I don't care who, if you don't want to watch my video, don't watch it, and that's fine. But it's just something to think about, that we can be a little bit more responsible, because if we produce content that is great and we have different demographics watching our videos, whether it be the young people or their parents or older persons, it can really be a good thing for us because it enhances our viewership and our content reaches more persons. Now in the society that we're living in, so many persons are, you know, straying away from violent content while others are gravitating towards it. So on what scale do you want, what spectrum do you want to be on, what side do you want to be on? It's just something to think about. For me personally, I don't curse. That's not something that I enjoy doing or will do on my videos, and I don't do it in my day-to-day life either. I find other ways to, you know, show my distaste for certain situations, and many times I won't comment on it, especially on a video, something that makes me upset. If I do comment on it, it's brief. If I get angry, I just find different ways of saying how I feel without cursing, because I'm trying to exercise some sort of responsibility with the free will that I have. So that's the first thought. That's just something to think about. The second thing had to do with persons raging all the time. Now what's up with that? Well, of course, when you're playing a game, persons will do things that will piss you off. Sometimes persons who are actually on your team, who are on the enemy's team, will do things or use things in the game to piss you off. For me, I try not to be that upset when it comes to these things. As I said before, I try to find some other ways to vent without sounding violent and miserable. And I give you one example. Whenever I'm playing Battlefield, which you guys know I like to play Battlefield a lot, you guys know that in Battlefield there are so many different weapons that some persons will consider as noob weapons, and these weapons can really piss you off if you're not careful, and you know, watch yourself. And so many times persons will use, for example, shotguns and just shotgun the whole team, and they're just shotgunning the whole session. And it's hard because of course you guys know shotguns are very powerful, especially in close proximity. And I've been shotgunned a lot of times, and I've been upset. And my take on it, how to deal with it, is that I get my shotgun, get the perfect ammo that I need, and I hunt people down. So it's sort of a get back at you, instead of, you know, getting upset, oh, you guys are being noobs. That's just not my take on it. Another thing is that, of course, snipers. Now, not everybody likes snipers, especially when you're trying to get objectives. You're trying to do the best you can do to help your team, and somebody's just sniping you up and down the map. My take on it, you just take your sniper, find them, and you give them a headshot. That's just how I deal with it. So if you keep sniping me, I will find you with my sniper and I will shoot you. That's just how I put my take on all of this. Yeah, something else that came up to my mind had to do with I think some video was around on WorldStar that showed some bus driver knocking the hell out of some chick. So, which it sounds funny. I mean, when I heard it, I was like, what? That really happened? But I wanted to touch a little bit about violence and domestic violence, and why, you know, men feel the need to hit women under any circumstance. For me, hitting women is never a reason. It shouldn't be any argument that you have should never resort to domestic violence or violence against women, or even for the women, violence against men. I think as men we have to learn to be not only physically strong but mentally strong. Persons every day will do something to push your button. That's just what happens. Everybody's imperfect, and some persons are, you know, just messed up and will try their best to get under your skin. And as for men, we have to be mentally strong not to put our hands on another woman. Many guys will say, yeah, but she deserved it. Nobody deserves to get their butt whooped. Well, if you're talking about a woman, she may do things, of course, but many times you have to exercise the right to step away from that situation. The problem is that society has set up things in a way, and it's so hypocritical of society to set up things in a certain way that if a woman nags a man and nags her and he walks away, many persons call him all sorts of names, basically meaning coward. You know, why don't you stand up? Why don't you put her in her place? And then the flip side of it, and this is how society is hypocritical, if the guy smacks her, or, you know, puts some sort of violence towards her, society turns around and brands him the worst guy on the earth ever. You know, but at the same time, I don't think persons who are getting in domestic violence are all the time bad. In certain situations, I just really think that some of them just need to know how to handle these situations. Just step away from these situations. There's nothing wrong with walking away. It's better to walk away and somebody call you a coward than to smack somebody and end up in jail. That's just real talk. So that's just something that's been on my mind, and I really think that bus driver shouldn't have hit that lady. There are many other ways which I think he could have dealt with it. For one, get her off the bus. You don't have to smack her to get her off the bus. You could ask for help. Help me to get this lady off the bus. She's being abusive. He said it in the video that he's gonna call the cops. That's something that he could have done as well. But it's just never a good thing or a good sign whenever a man uses his hand, foot, or any part of his body to, you know, inflict harm on another woman, even if she makes things difficult for him. The guy just has to walk away. And the same thing for women. the old adage is there, and I know it may be counterproductive to what I'm saying, but don't put your hands on somebody if you're not prepared for the repercussions. Because as much as we don't want men to be hitting women, it's gonna happen in some circles. So if you do not want somebody to smack you, do not smack another person. That's just plain and simple. But anyway, guys, that's just random thoughts. Yeah, who knows, this could maybe turn into a series. But if you guys really enjoy the things that I had to say, just let me know in the comment section. If you disagree, let me know as well. Don't forget to comment and like this video as well. Also, you guys can share it as well with your subscribers if you're on YouTube, or share it with some other friends in your household that may like to watch videos as well as gameplay commentary. So this has been Raining Shadows. Of course, I'm on my YouTube grind, and I'll see you guys in the next video.